Welcome, everybody, to Broadcast Team Alpha, where we bring you cutting edge conversation while exploring the quantum possibilities. And we're doing it with one of our favorite people tonight. We love having Jeni on. Augie's going to tell you about her in a minute. But before we get started, I just want to tell you, if you have a question, put it in capitals, right, so it doesn't blend in with the text. State your first name. And if your name is a name that can be either masculine or feminine, like Robin, Billy, things like that, state what sex you identify as or what you are, and then ask your question, okay? All right. Augie, the questions are coming in already. I'm going to hold off on it. Talking about the membership group because it's packed already. So go ahead and tell everybody about our guests if they don't know Jeni. My God.
Okay, we're going to have so much fun this time. This is going to be so good. And we have one of our absolute favorite people with us, because also she has some unusual abilities. And but before I even go do or say anything about that, I want to give you her website, because I know some people like to surf their website of the guest at the same time they're listening. And here it is: Soul Work with Jeni. soulworkwithjeni.com. The Jeni is Jeni. And if you, I think she gave me authorization to give you her email address also, at least last time, so I'm going to do it. Jeni Cousins @hotmail.com, so you can get to communicate, and maybe you guys will be able to do something together. She does a lot of things, and I'm going to explain just a little bit of it here. Now, Jeni Cousins is an internationally known television host. She's a psychic medium, a clairvoyant, past life akashic records reader, and she is a relationship coach. She's an intuitive life coach and a Canadian TV host for 4 years, and a radio guest just about everywhere. And she has a column in a magazine. The magazine is called Just Ask Jeni Ji. And her column, I guess, is called, Just Ask Jeni Ji. And the magazine is SF Yoga Magazine. You can also find her there. It's on the internet. Everything is on the internet. So I've been talking too much. I want to welcome Jeni to the show.
Welcome, Jeni. Yay.
Thank you.
How are you?
It's always an honor. I'm sorry, go on.
No, it's always so good to have you here. It's so great. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm always so grateful to be here with you all.
Yeah. We appreciate it so much. And have you been busy with everything that's going on in the universe?
Yeah, always, you know, because the universe is a mystical way, and with so many changes constantly, because change is the only thing that is constant.
Yes.
I do keep really busy, yes.
I bet. Well, a lot of people are already asking questions, but before we get to your questions, and so maybe just hold off in the chat so the questions don't disappear. And if they do, repost your question. Can you tell us a little bit about what's coming up in the world, and what's coming up on the world stage, and what we can expect? Do we have good news?
I mean, like, you know, I've always said, and I've always seen, you know, like, especially with COVID, that's going to start to die down more so in 2024. So, you know, if you take a look at when it's first started compared to where it is now, you know, things are opening more now and everything like that. And people are now seeing a lot of truth being exposed about many different things in the world. So, it's like everybody is now who once thought they felt this way, because there's been this world awakening into the 5D dimension. People that were looking at in one direction, they're now starting to look at another direction, and because there's more truth being exposed. Like, even as we talked about it earlier, nobody can run from karma. A lot of energy of what's been happening and what has been going on has been exposed.
Yeah.
So the more famous you are, of course, you know, you're going to be exposed even more so when you get caught and such. And it's really, really, really important to, you know, stay in alignment within your soul, because 2023, it's going to be a more explosive year, as I call it, right? People are going to like start making changes and walking the other direction, as I keep on saying, because they're no longer listening to so-called leaders, as I call it, so-called, because more truth is being exposed. So I can see, if anything, because of what has been going on, of course, people are going to be coming together more in unity together. More people are going to be helping each other, because the judgment that has been so like pushed, people are like, wait a minute, you know, like I've seen miracles. Like I've seen like a lot of different things, like, wow, really, you're now thinking this when before you thought that and stuff. And that's a part of the world awakening. And it's really important to stay authentic and walk your own path into 2023.
Yes.
Because 2024, things are going to be a lot more better. 2023, people are going to be opening up their hearts more unconditionally, because there's so much, of course, as normal, you know, more energy is going to be coming in, as we can see it. You know, the weather is shifting, you know, that's all solar storms, and that affects the weather, you know, from the extremities to, you know, like extreme heat to tornadoes and, you know, all of that kind of such. Yeah. So energy is energy.
I'm
go wondering, ahead,
there's been some strange things going on in Eastern Europe. Do you see 2023 having more peace in it than we have had before? If you look at the energies in the universe coming in, that has a part of the reasons for it. But do you see that?
Well, you know, there'll be more peace with certain people, like how I said that some people who, let's say, saw things a certain way, because the world has been so divided between the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. And now the people who, let's say, for instance, who are vaccinated, they're now understanding why people didn't get the vax. So they're more understanding. Like I even had a dream last night, because your dreams are going to be becoming more vivid also. So really pay attention to the messages. Like I had a dream, because I'm not vaccinated, and I used to work at a hospice. So of course I'm not there anymore because I'm not vaccinated. And I had a dream last night with one of the persons that I worked with at the hospice. They came in my dream and they're saying, "I'm really sorry, Jeni. I'm really, really sorry for how you got treated, how you weren't accepted because of you not being vaccinated. And I'm starting to see the truth with a lot of different things." And it wasn't like I was thinking about the hospice or anything like that. No. So really pay attention to your dreams, because especially when your loved ones are coming into it, like there's all kinds of symbols and stuff, and they're going to keep showing you different things also with the world where it's changing. You know, there's going to be like, you know, there's that nuclear energy that I kept on feeling for quite some time, different parts of the world. It's like, you know, if I vision myself standing on the line, I can feel like the ground sinking. So I know that there's going to be an earthquake or something, right? So the energy of the planet, solar storms, but it goes by the energy. So let's say the nuclear, the energy of the earth changes right away. So the earth's energy is only going to attack humanity because they're like, you know, you've now done this and you've now done that. It's like when you respect Mother Earth, it's going to respect you back. So it's like talking. It's been talking to humanity for quite some time of you can't do this and this and this and this and that, because you can't fight with the universe. You can't.
You can't.
Good luck with that.
You got to surrender. Yeah. Well, you know what I thought was really interesting, and we haven't talked about this yet on Broadcast Team Alpha. You know, we kept waiting, for things to be revealed. And I was certainly looking in one direction. And then all of a sudden, right in the middle of the truther community, the spiritual community, people who have said that they've gone to Mars for 20 and back are now being deposed, under legal proceedings and saying that they didn't really go. Yeah. So I was like, wow, I didn't expect that over there because I was looking over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like a lot of truth's being exposed.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Augie, do you have a question you want to ask Jeni, and then we'll get to some of the questions in the chat?
Yeah, I would say try to put into words that simple-minded people like me can understand. What is one of the most important people should be concerned about and do in 2023? It really all comes down to being in alignment and centered within. And really looking at what are you grateful for? Because even if it's the littlest things, right? Like today I was grateful that I went to my vet and my dog's checkup went really well. I was so grateful. Yeah. I was so grateful that the weather finally, broke here in Alberta. For anybody who's in Alberta, Canada, the weather's been minus 40s and minus 50s.
Wow.
You can put your hands up. You've experienced it 1,000%. But because the weather was so much better, I was so grateful. So whenever there's like a trauma, a tragedy, like a negative situation, it's really important to take a look at what is that teaching me? What am I learning from that? And when you're very grateful for the smallest little things, you're going to attract more of that, because gratitude, and when you're grateful, your vibrational energy and your frequency within your body changes and shifts. So the littlest things you're grateful for, your thank you, Spirit. I was like, thank you, Spirit. I was like at the vet and I'm like, really? She's okay? Really? And I'm like, oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. He goes, yes, Jeni, she's okay. And I was just so overwhelmed. So it's just, the energy changes and it will change with any negativity and fear. And it's really, really important to even write down every day 3 to 5 things what you're grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
The littlest things.
And it's a very huge result that you're talking about for a very small shift in your thinking and in your vibration. Shifting into gratitude could make the difference of you suddenly being inspired to go to the store and you meet somebody at the store who knows somebody they connect you, and that thing that you've been trying to make happen suddenly happens, whether it's a job or your wellness or meeting somebody or whatever it is. Like gratitude energy can make amazing things happen for you, right?
Yes. Because like a crisis, a crisis, especially nowadays, people have been in that fear zone and negativity zone and brainwashed from the so-called leaders without going into details. So they have a tendency to live by their rules, and they go into fear mode. Oh my God, I can't do this. I can't do that. And, it's really important to take that step back and meditate and follow and start writing your dreams down, what you want to do, because crises can really, really bring a major breakthrough for you. It can change your whole entire being, mind, body, spirit, and soul. And you can start attracting, because the minute you start writing down things of your dreams, when you do a vision board, the minute you start writing it down physically, you physically connect with the universe's energy, and the universe starts manifesting things to you. I've done it millions of times.
Yes, I love that. I love that. And, when I was sitting here, I'm remembering the little pictures are flashing through my mind of all of the years that I was a nurse, in the emergency room or in the ICU where people were really sick. And these little old ladies, right? I was younger then, are just praising and singing, and they're sick as anything on death's doorstep, and I was always so curious, like, how can they do that at a time like this? And now, hindsight is 2020. I'm like, wow, how far ahead of the curve were they? Just amazing.
You have to joke with it because, I mean, it's just a friend of mine. She had breast cancer, and I knew she wasn't going to make it. However, I was going to chemo with her, and the first time we went to chemo, she's like, I'm going to die. This chemo's going to kill me. This chemo's going to make me sick and that. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's shift your mindset from, okay, this chemo is healing me. This chemo is clearing, anything out of your body that doesn't belong. I am healed. So even, when you have to we're doing certain things like that.
Yeah.
If you automatically think you're doomed, you're not going to make it, you won't.
Yes.
So changing that mindset immediately.
I love that. I'm scrolling up, and I'm going to ask you some questions for the people here. Hey, Catherine, I'm going to ask you to rewrite your question because I don't know what you're talking about when you say BK. I can't decipher that. So come back and rewrite that for me. So let me go back and see who is first. Okay. So Catherine was first, but she's going to rewrite her question. Rachel Robinson. Rachel is you need to tell me your sign, hon. Tell me what astrological sign you are. In the meantime, I'm going to scroll down. Okay, so Catherine's
very independent right away. Right, actually, with Rachel right away, what I'm hearing is there's her question very well could be, I might be wrong, but her question very well could be more connected with her career is what I'm hearing right away. And I keep on hearing that you need to really expand where you are right now and what you're doing, because I'm seeing a lot of success. And I mean, you very well, she's putting something together, or you're going to be putting something together, especially 2023. Don't hold back. Just keep pushing forward.
Yeah, that's beautiful. She said, what do you see for me? So thank you. That's wonderful. So Linda is an Aquarian. And she said, my employment decisions are at a crossroad right now. Where do you see my direction going?
Yeah, it's actually a really blessing right now for Linda, because there's too much drama at her work right now anyways.
That's
and
true.
We always get those pre-signs from spirit, as I call it. So she's had these pre-signs for a while. So if we decide to quit or we get fired, it's a blessing. And, Linda has this, she's very intuitive. She has this healing side to her. I keep on feeling and hearing animals around her. So I can I'm also hearing with her, I'm seeing books, study books and such like that. So I can see that it's really important to follow your passions, because when you follow your passions, you're going to find more of your soul's pathway and destiny and purpose. I can see her picking up and studying something that she's very passionate about.
Yes.
You'll find other work, but I keep on seeing the books in front of her. Balance the both, because you're going to walk the pathway towards that more so with her new passion.
So I know Linda. All right. Well,
oh, do you?
We have a lot of history together. And during your whole reading, the hair on my arms were standing up on end, and it was just like massive vibration. And I love that reading that you gave for her. And I'll see Lynn put in the comments what you think about it. And now our beloved friend, Margaret, has a question. Margaret, what is your sign, babe? I'm going to ask the question anyway.
Yeah, she's got to stay. And right away, I heard, I literally 24/7 messages nonstop, right? when it comes, right? But like right away with Margaret, and this is really, really important, how whenever we just spoke about, you have to take a look at any of your negative events that are going around. You have a lot of different toxic people around you. You have to really let go and surrender. You've been hanging on and trying to force things and control situations too tightly. Let it go, because it's creating blocks around you.
Wow.
So there is love coming, but you have to let it go and really pay attention to third party.
Wow. That's amazing, Jeni. So her question is, am I going to see my daughter soon?
Yeah. She needs to let go of the control. Like that's why right away I said, you've got to let go of like any of this negative energy that you're holding on to try to push things and force things. I do see in your daughter, you have to accept and not, I mean, we can all share what, our thoughts are and such like that. But if you are more of like a good friend to her, more than trying to kind of like force that mother advice, you're the mother, you love her, of course, you're going to find that things are going to flow much better for you. And I do see the reunion soon coming in 2023, as long as you surrender and you let her live her life how she wants to live her life, regardless. It's her journey.
I love that. That's beautiful. I hope that's a good reading for you, Margaret. We love you. Okay, the next one was Marius. He didn't put his Capricorn. Yep. Mars wants to know, when will traveling internationally be easy and simple? That's a good question.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? I do see travels for you being delayed as a real blessing right now for you. That's why it's like we can plan out certain things, and whenever we get those roadblocks or things aren't happening, I just keep hearing for you that spirit has really stepped in on purpose for you, because they're like saving you from going to different places you're not supposed to be. 2023 is more open for you. I'm hearing Europe, and also too, I'm seeing that there could be a career change with you.
Interesting.
Like it's like follow your passions as well. Follow your talents, follow your talent.
I love
so
that.
I do see the travels. Like I do see travels coming for you. Just kind of go with the flow. Don't rush. Don't push. That I'm seeing a cruise ship as well for some reason.
Yay. Well, it would go the broadcast team Alpha Cruise. You know what?
Yeah, we should go on a cruise ship.
That could happen, right? I love that. Yeah. All right. Michelle is a Taurus. She's female. Will I find a job or some other form of income? And will doctors find out why I have excruciating headaches on the left side of my head? I'm sorry you're going through that, Michelle.
And that's the thing. It's like you're very, very sensitive, and the left side of your brain is your feminine side. So your feminine side is chatting with you. It's trying to get your attention as well. And just try to flow with things, like as best as you can, because when you're flowing with things, you're going to find that it's going to ease up. And right now too, with a lot of these cosmic energies, it has been bringing on a lot of headaches for a while, head pressure and all of this. So it can make you feel dizzy. You need to drink a lot more water, and you need to focus more on yourself and let go of these other energies around you that are draining you and dragging you down. That's so important. But I'm seeing that getting better for you. And just show yourself some compassion. Show yourself some compassion as well.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for that. Let me, I just got bounced out of my spot where I was. Okay. All right. So Linda asks another question. It's not a personal question, but she did say later in the comments that her contract where she is now, she's working a really kind of dangerous job. I mean, it's amazing. I'm in awe of her. But she could also pursue the love of her heart, which is working with the Akashic records, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
her question is, when are more people starting to open up their third eye? Good question.
They are actually, because of so many world events and a lot of darkness being exposed, as I call it. People are getting more in tuned to so much more like spiritual, like what is going on here? Should I pay attention to, the people who are into all of these different kinds of prophecies? Should I gravitate towards this? And what happens is even the people that were thinking, I don't believe in any of this, none of this is true, all of these prophecies are spiritual people, you're going to find that those are the people that are going to want to step in and wanting to learn more about things. Yeah. So what happens is, as I say to everybody, because I help people bring out abilities, it's like when you're truly ready to see more, to embrace what's going on in the world and within yourself, number one, you're going to start opening up that third eye automatically. There's different ways to do it and go about it, and I give people the steps on how to do that. But more people are wanting to see more, and it's like, Spirit, please show me, I'm open. Once you start doing that, be prepared.
Yes, I love that. I love that. This is from our friend Mercy. I didn't see her sign right here. It might be down further. But Mercy asks, she's female, when will I find my permanent home? Will it be in LA or should I relocate to some other state?
Yeah, I'm not liking the LA vibe for you at all. I'm really not. It's very past life for you. And you can kind of feel that energy of even, I don't know, really listen to that. I don't know, because that is connected to your past life. And when you were there once upon a time ago, it did drag you down. I can see you gravitating towards more of a smaller community. If you decided, let's say, to stay like in California, I can see you more. No, I'm not feeling it. Like if you decided to stay in California, I really hear there'd be more struggles for you. And it's a journey. We all have to experience it. You have to gravitate towards where you're feeling it for yourself. But I see you going more so, more in nature, more like clean air. And when you do that, you're going to find that even you're going to see more clarity as well. And I just keep on hearing, for some reason, walking down the Golden Road.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a really good thing, actually. Like it's like the Golden Road. It's like Spirit kind of lights up that road for you. So pay attention.
I love that. And it's so interesting to be listening and knowing these people, or knowing a little bit about them. And I just love what you're saying. So this next question is from Ed, and he didn't give me his sign, but he said, I've been applying. When will I get a job? And when will the indictments start?
Oh, Lord.
The global indictments. Yeah.
Okay. Right away, before anything, what I was, and I don't want to scare you, don't get me wrong, but Ed, what I really want you to do is really pay attention to your heart. If you start having chest pains, okay, it's just really important for you to try your best. And I know you're not going to like it, but try your best to kind of not get so involved with all of that energy. And this is why I heard immediately your heart, because you're going to find if you start getting involved with all of the indictments and things like that, which I understand, of course, right? It could bring on some chest pains for you. And you really got to pay attention to that. Like, that's the red flags. You're going to see how things are going to start to open up 2023. There's going to be some really, really, really ugly moments in 2023 of more being shown from the darkness. Good God. But just try your best
Yeah.
to kind
What
of
about
distance away from it as much. And whenever you start kind of feeling a little anxious or a little like heart palpitations, your heart especially, do things that you like to do, that makes you feel better, that calms you down, whatever it is.
Beautiful. Beautiful. What about the job thing, Jen?
Yeah, the job thing, sorry. The job thing is going to open up for you. I'm seeing the number 2 and 3, between 2 and 3. Things could start really opening up for you within the next 2 to 3 weeks. There could be something coming forth for you, but I'm really hearing that there's something that's going to come to you. And there's also going to be something else within the next 2 to 3 months after.
Okay. All right.
And then you're going to be like, oh, now what am I going to do?
Yay. All right. So this next question is from a new day. I'm going on my intuition and saying that's a female. If it's not, please put it in the chat quickly. Okay. Just a couple questions here. Bear with me.
No worries.
No, I lost it. Okay. I have to move next year. Is it going to go well? Then there's a second one. Let me just pull that in. I want to work next year as a security officer. Jobs are still going to be a thing in 5 years, or is something taking over? It's an icon, and I'm not sure what the icon is. So can you piece that together, Jen, or should we ask her to clarify? Right away, I kept on hearing April, May. And I do see you making a move. And this is really important for you to do. Start a vision board. I mean, this is the perfect week of all weeks to do it. Start a vision board, start writing down and be specific what you want. Because I keep on seeing April and May, you very well could make a move, be really, really open, because I'm hearing this really good opportunity coming for you with work, but you have to move. You have to move. So be really open. It's connected with that. There's going to be more benefits and things. And there's going to be a man. I'm just literally seeing, I'm liking this man's energy. He kind of reminds me of the actor, what's his name? Anthony Anderson, I think. He's a comedian. And he kind of has that same vibe, like kind of like chill out, right? That kind of thing. Cool. And just pay attention, because we meet people for different reasons, and we can get messages in so many different ways. And it's almost like that kind of message you want to hear. Am I at the right job, or should I take that job? You very well, boom, all of a sudden could like run into somebody like that, or something that's going to give you a sign. But just be open for a move, because you'll do so much better. And I see you going and getting involved in something different as well, like you're the security or whatever it is right now. I'm seeing that all changing for you. Wow. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So I'm just going to do a quick disclaimer here. If people comment on what their status is with the vaccination, whether they've had it or not had it, if everybody will refrain from commenting about their choice, that's the kind of energy that we want here. We want to keep it of the light. Okay, so Eleanor asks, message for me, the most important message for me in 2023. Thank you.
As soon as you said her name, Nori, I immediately felt and heard a male that had passed on.
Aww.
It's a male energy, gone a little while. To really especially pay attention in your dreams right now. You know how I mentioned earlier, we're going to start to get more messages from our loved ones. All of that's coming through for you. But what was her question again? Sorry, I got like distracted by that, because that male's going to give her
what the most important message for her for 2023 is. Yes.
The most important message for you in 2023 is walk your own path, because I'm literally seeing you walking down a pathway And there's going to be other people that are going to try to pull you off your path of, you could be feeling really good. And, I'm feeling really good and positive. And you very well could get a message from somebody who's very negative, let's say, and throw you off your pathway, which will throw you out of alignment with your soul. You need to have more like self-love for yourself and start setting boundaries, because when you start doing that, you're going to notice that things are going to open up for you. And I'm seeing water by you. I don't know if you live by water, but I can definitely, I'm hearing from this male again, somebody's got a hat on, baseball hat or a hat on or something like that by the water. It's like go by the water and let go and have fun. You need to bring out your inner child and start having fun again. Distance away from different negative energies around there. He's purposely been stepping in. I don't know if she's noticed that, like, she might be like, okay, how come, this person and that person isn't texting me back, or how come they don't want to get together with me anymore? And that's this male, I might hear a name, but it's this male who has passed on that's looking out for you and stepping in. That's when I say when spirit steps in to protect you.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So I'm just going to throw this in for 1 minute, take a break. So tonight I was just kind of doing nothingness. I was laying back, and I had a Greg Braden on, but I wasn't listening. And I was just kind of in that state. And all of a sudden I had a vision of Bob Waring, right? Bob Waring died young, maybe in his 30s or 40s. He was part of a family gym, and I loved him. I taught aerobics. I was the first aerobics instructor at their gym, and he showed up, all buffed and amazing, like the way he was. He's like, "Hey, Nor," and I'm like, "Bob, what are you doing here?" And he's like, "So you're gonna come join us in about 6 or 7 years?" And I said, "Yeah, if that's my time, yeah." And he's like, "It's really good here." And then he said, "Or you can wait until you're 89.
Wow.
And I started thinking about 6 or 7 years, 89, and then he was gone.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
No, what's happening is, like I can see my own death, how I'm going to pass. Like I was showing that. And what he's coming in to show you and tell you that in around 6 or 7 years, you will have the opportunity, if you want, pass. You don't have to. You don't have to. You might be like, "No, I'm fine. I'm okay," or whatever. Like, and it could be anything or whatever like that, or being like, "Oh, okay, I'll see you around maybe when you're around 89.
Yeah.
Either way, we're here for you. Right.
Yeah.
So we all have that thing. Like I was sick a few years ago. I didn't tell anybody, long story short. And I healed myself.
Yes.
I saw the white powdery substance leave my body.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I turned around, it was 11:11 at night.
Oh my gosh, Jeni. Oh my God.
And I knew at that second I was healed. No matter, like no other healer.
Yes.
Yes. And I healed myself. So I'm not saying that for you, but like there's different things that could happen. And
I love that.
You're going to be like, "No, I'm not ready to go." So then all of a sudden everything will be fine, or everything will work out.
It was so funny because after he came, I was thinking, well, I kind of expected my mother, but then it occurred to me that my mother was probably saying, "Oh no, she'd really like to see Bob, and then she could see me second." And I was like, okay, this is interesting. All right, so let's move on. Let's see. Okay, cool. So Fernando is one of our sweet, sweet friends. He wrote the question twice, so I'm going to go down to the second one. He goes by Freddie. He's a Leo. Jeni, I've been feeling energy pulls daily, high-pitched sounds and pulls on my body. Is there a message from my guides or the universe? Thank you.
Yes, we are in the solar flares, and they're getting really intense. December is a huge month for higher consciousness. Like I channel and work with the Christ consciousness, and whenever you're hearing different things, or that screeching, what's happening is your spirit guides or your soul or whoever it is, they're downloading information to you. So it can affect different parts of your body, but especially your ears. And you're like, oh, my ears, like it's really like sensitive, because they really want you to sit back and really pay attention to what you're hearing. So you might find you're going to be dizzy. You could be lightheaded.
I can't believe you said that. I know him. That's spot on.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. I mean, he's perfectly fine. But when you're going through things like that, drink more water as well. And when you're going through things like that, it's like, oh my gosh, like, is there something really wrong with me?
Wow.
But he's fine. He's just getting downloaded and uplifted.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for this reading for him. All right. So Brenda is a Virgo. What is the best way for me to remove abundance blocks?
You have to balance the give and receive. I'm hearing third-party situations around you. You have to let that go. You got to get out of those situations. And if you're giving all the time without receiving, you're automatically blocking your chakras to have any prosperity come in. And if you are pointing your finger and blaming this person or that person or that person or whoever, your chakras get blocked as well with prosperity and abundance. So it's that give and the receive. So I know you're more of a giver and you haven't been getting much back with receiving, and I'm hearing love without going into details. This is why there's blockages. You have to start loving yourself unconditionally before you can have the right person connect with you and love and accept you unconditionally.
That's beautiful.
So there's blockages there, yes.
I love that. And that's something that we really don't look at. Are we giving so much that we're blocking from receiving? That's so great, Jeni. So great. Okay, yay. Catherine came back. So Kat is a Scorpio. Was my Jeep crash a targeted event? I gave my book in Elena Danon's book to okay. So she gave a book on extraterrestrials to some political people in her town, and then suddenly her Jeep crashed. Go ahead.
Yeah. Right away. Right away. No, it's not a conspiracy for you. I just, when your Jeep crashed, I just kept on hearing the spirit world is thriving on you to immediately get away as far as you can from any dark forces, any reptilians. You got to let all of that go, because you're attracting a lot of that kind of energies to you. So when your Jeep crashed, that was your spirit guide saying, okay, we got to wake you up. We got to wake you up. We got to shift you out of that mindset. And now they want you to heal and be more embraced with the light, because you have so many abilities to share with a lot of different people, and you've got a lot of blockages around you. Self-love, so important for you.
Yes. Any love coming in for Kat?
She's got to heal first. You really have to heal your body, mind, and spirit first, because right now I'm kind of feeling like you're a little bit out of alignment, like back and forth and back and forth. So you've got to get yourself healed and very, very balanced and more in alignment, because when you do that, I'm hearing love is coming your way within the next couple of years, and you very well could even be swept off your feet. I wish I could say it's tomorrow, to be honest, but I don't see that. There'll be somebody coming beforehand, but I don't care for his energy. I don't like his energy, to be blunt. Really, really listen to your intuition, but you've got to really stay more in the light and the positive energy. immediately distance yourself away from anything dark, entities, dark energies immediately, because that's going to create problems.
So good. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much, you guys. You're so sweet. We sure do appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Greg is a Gemini. What do you see for friendship and relationships for Greg?
Well, I think you've got so many possibilities, Greg. You know, you've really got that energy going where if you really take a look back, you're a very, very, very old soul, very, very, very old soul. You go way, way, way back into the Roman days, Tantra energy, all of that, without going into details. And I hear beautiful soul, like there's this beautiful soul within you. And I keep on hearing a beautiful soul is coming back into your life that once upon a time ago, it wasn't the right time. And because you have been doing a lot of work within, I keep on hearing that out of the blue. And I literally hear beautiful soul. Like, I don't know if she uses that as her name on a social media platform, or if that name beautiful soul connects with you, or maybe when you connect with her, she could say something like that. But I'm hearing that's coming around your way. Be very, very open, because, and I'm seeing by the sea, be open for a move. I'm hearing a lot of money coming in for you, a lot of things going on for you. 2023 is going to be a really good year. Really good year. Yay. You're going to have like love and good money and all of that.
Yay. Yay. That's a good one. All right.
Wow, that's what we all want.
Right? All right. Elizabeth is a Leo. Will my health improve? Elizabeth, Leo.
Yeah, I do. Actually, I'm really seeing for you that 2023 is a year for you of like transformation, like a really, really good body transformation, especially. It very well could be like diet, exercise, changing a routine. I'm literally seeing you working out more, and you very well might even go for some type of a procedure, like a cosmetic procedure of some sort, or some health procedure. You might pay a little bit for that. But I'm seeing that your health is really, really, really going to get really good. It's going to, and you're very intuitive as well. Very, very intuitive. It's going to be a really, really good year for you. I'm hearing the water for you would be very, very healing. Very healing.
Love it. I love it.
Get rid of that X. Get rid of that X. Get rid of that that person you have to end it with, because it's not going to go anywhere. Toxic. Anyway, so.
That was good. That was good. So Adrian is Taurus.
Is Adrian a male? He's a male, female, right?
I'm sorry, female.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you had any visions of this new earth that people speak of?
Yes, we're already in it. Like this, the whole war, with Ukraine and everything and all of that, it's a spiritual world. It's a spiritual war right now. Mm-hmm. There's going to be issues with that, of course, and there's going to be a lot more issues coming in 2023 with it, yes. But this is a real awakening, and the war started with COVID to bring humanity back together, to love and accept each other, not to divide. So people are starting that once saw things one way, they're starting to awaken, because they're starting to see truth being exposed about situations. So, I seen it with one person that I thought in a million years, never would I ever see it. And whenever I talk to them, like, what? Like, really? And I was just like, wow, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you, right? That you finally saw the light. But yeah, there's more people that are awakening right now. There's people dropping dead left and right, heart attacks, all of that, without going into lots of details. But, there's so much exposed with so many different areas with the world, but it's a spiritual world for that new earth awakening. Yes. Yeah. That's why you have to stay in the positive light and distance from the darkness and the fear and the negative, like the news.
Yes, right. Mike Lynn is a female, and Mike Lynn is a Scorpio. Will the best time to make a move be this coming year, 2023, or next year, 24?
You know, if you moved in 2023, I'm actually seeing it more towards the end of 2023. Like if you moved before, I see the number 7 actually. But I don't see it within 7 weeks. I'm seeing like, you know, towards the end of the year, could be maybe July. You might be like, okay, I'm going to move towards this direction now. Towards the end of 2023, you could move. If you're ready, you'll be perfectly fine. If you wanted to wait to 2024, you could as well. But something might come up, I'm hearing. So really pay attention to that opportunity. You know, if you're looking at a place, let's say, and you're like, wow, a plate that, you know, something just came up, I'm going to grab it. So pay attention to that.
Excellent. Excellent. Katie is Capricorn, 12/30 was her birthday. Excuse me, it's coming up. What to look forward to in 2023 for Katie?
You know, it's really important that you invest in yourself, Katie. I keep on hearing that you need to invest in yourself. You need to set boundaries with other people, and you need to take risks, like more risks in yourself. You have all of the, I just keep on hearing creative energy. Your work very well could shift. You might even gravitate towards a new career. Really pay attention to where you're gravitating towards, because, and don't worry about how, like write it down on your vision board as well. Because I'm seeing that, gee, I don't know if I should take a risk. All of these other people tell me I shouldn't. Don't listen to that. Follow your heart's passion, and you're going to see that that's going to open up for you. I'm hearing expansion for you, good money coming in, a lot of balance for you. I'm hearing when work is balanced, you're going to have work and love together as one. It's like your wishes are coming true.
Really good.
Past life people, you're going to start connecting with your soul tribes too.
Yay. Yay. The Andromedan, that's the name, did not state what sex, but this person is Aquarian. What's my mission on the planet Earth?
Oh, okay. Your mission on planet Earth is to speak your voice, is to speak your truth. You know, I just literally see this like scientist in a past life with you. Like I'm seeing that white jacket on you. I'm hearing quantum. I'm seeing you like reading. I'm seeing books and books and books of study that go back past life. You could start studying, or you could be studying or have been studying more. But I'm hearing you have this leadership quality in you when you want to speak up, but yet you're like, oh, I don't know if I should. And that's because, you know, you go back and you're hung in your past life, so you couldn't speak. But speak your voice. Don't hold back. Really don't hold back, because you're going to be bringing a lot of things to the surface that need to be heard.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful one. I love that. Leonard asks, what does 2023 have for me? I am a Virgo.
You know, I keep on seeing the countryside. Like, I don't know where you live, but I'm literally seeing like the countryside, like a ranch or farm or a house out there with horses. I just keep on hearing you need to really embrace more of that, and just really pay attention to your creative side as well. And I keep hearing too that you very well could meet somebody like more known for some reason too. If it's a celebrity or somebody more known, and really embrace your creative side. Money's going to come in for you. And I don't know why I'm seeing books for you as well. It's not like I'm seeing you writing. I'm seeing you reading something that you're going to start gravitating towards.
Nice. Very, very nice.
But the countryside, I'm seeing more like countryside.
Sounds lovely. Sounds lovely. So our beloved Nancy, she's our moderator here. Nancy says, crystal skulls are moving into view again. There was something involving one that was related to the Black Sea for the benefit of the light. Is this accurate?
There's a lot of skulls there's a lot of, energy with the skulls all over the place, and many more things are going to get discovered. I can see that, I literally can see a certain skull that is going to get 2027. What year is this? 2027, something majorly is going to come out with the skull. That skull there, I'm not feeling the energy, honestly, at all. Like, I can pick up like a crystal or whatever and feel the energy immediately where it goes back into. And if I'm feeling the presence really strongly, there's more energy in it. But that skull, I'm not feeling it has as much energy in it. I'm really not. Like,
okay,
there's going to be more discoveries coming through, like more discoveries, so much more and more and more.
Okay,
it's almost like with like an earthquake or something, where all of a sudden things are going to get washed up on shore.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. We're running out of time, guys. So, David.
Wow.
David, I know it went so fast. David is Aquarius. He asks, how is my spiritual progress?
Your spiritual progress, I'm hearing a druid in you, David, by the way. But your spiritual progress is going perfectly fine. It's something that you can't push or rush. It's really important for you to gravitate towards what you're drawn to. I get people saying, what should I read or what should I do? And I'm like, whatever you're drawn to. And you're going to find that your third eye, here's that third eye question again, right? So you're going to find that your third eye is going to start to open because you're ready. You're ready to embrace more gifts and see a lot more now. So yes, you're on the right pathway.
That's beautiful. One more from Margaret and then one from Rhonda, and we'll have to call it a night, guys. So Margaret asked another question. She's Gemini. I'm hearing voices from spirits. Am I crazy or are they real?
No, pay attention to the voices, because how I mentioned in the dreams, you're going to start to get messages in your dreams from, like loved ones who have passed or spirit guides or anything like that. Really pay attention to the dreams, because there's always signs in your dreams, symbols and words. Write it down. Like, write down what it is you're hearing coming through. I mean, you can always book a reading with me and I can decipher it for you and go over it with you, of course, right? But there's more meaning to that. So write down. That's why I tell people, especially now, to keep a notebook beside your bed, because when you wake up, you're still in that alpha waves, you're still connected with spirit, and you start getting messages forth. Write it down right away, because you can forget it. There's messages in that. No, you're not crazy.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Rhonda is a Leo, and Rhonda asks, why am I going through so many health issues?
Because your body cellular is healing. So it's like your body is going through a detox right now. So you're going to have a lot of symptoms, and it's your body's also saying, we want you to come back together. There's like this energy of different little viruses in your body. You can clear them out. I don't want to scare you. You're fine, but you need to detox. You need to really let go of certain metals, like even blueberries for something, just for a reason. It helps, let go of detox in your body. It helps with your mental focus as well. So certain, like Anthony William or Anthony, the medical medium.
Yeah.
He's very good. I really like him. He's a really nice guy. And his books are really, really good. And when you're, like he does the celery juice diet and just certain things like that. But he's very, very good. Very, very good. There's toxins in your body that you need to detox. And you're going to find that once you start doing that, you're going to start feeling a lot better, rather than a doctor putting you on so much medications.
Good.
Yeah, we're getting down to the end of the show here, but we want to hear from you now. So, Jeni, where can they reach you, and what can you help people? Because there's people everywhere that need help right now, or just a little advice. Just how do they get with you?
Yeah, it's really, really important to follow your own path and set boundaries, That's self-love, because it's so easy to get swept away by people phoning or bothering you or whatever like that. Turn your phone off. You don't have to get back to them right away. Get back to them the next day or whatever it is, and take time out for you, because when you take time out for you, you're going to start hearing messages coming through from your soul. You're going to hear messages coming through of what you should do. And the number one thing is have compassion for you, for yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. We've all been going through a lot, all of us, and dealing with things. Don't be hard on yourself. You're a human being, and really follow your passions, what you're passionate about, regardless of what, because when you change your story, your life changes.
Yes.
And it's really important to reconnect with your soul and be authentic, be yourself, because if you start walking on a pathway that's not yours, it's not going to work for you. So be authentic, because you're going to attract who you are, not what you want.
Right.
And these have been very short readings, but how do they get a hold of you so they can get more of an in-depth understanding of what is for them?
It's best to go to my website, soulworkwithjeni.com, and send me a message, because I'll read into somebody's level of consciousness first and take it from there and expand it and give you a lot of details. Like, I'm all over social media, but going to my website, you'll be able to send me a message right away. And we're moving into Mercury retrograde, so messages can get lost. Like, we're in the pre-shadow now. So if somebody does send me a message, and if I don't get back to you within the next day or so, send another message, because messages will go missing. Good. So check your junk folders and your spam folders. And whenever you send messages, just make sure you're sending it to the right parties, because Mercury retrograde is here. So
sounds good.
Yes.
So I have a question, because I know Augie would like to ask, but is too generous. What do you see for Augie? He was sick for the first time in his life recently, just a little sick. But what do you see for my friend here?
Yeah, no, Augie, you're going to be perfectly fine. I just really see with you, like, these energies right now, there's a lot of cosmic energies with the solar flares and so many things going on. And because you're getting more sensitive and, more in tuned, of course, we all do, day to day, it can really, like, knock you down. Right? Like, make you feeling like really sick, as if you have the flu symptoms. You could have headaches, sinus pains, blurry eyes, vision eyes, and stuff like that. It's the cosmic changes right now, because you're sensitive. So listen to your body, and for God's sakes, you need to rest more.
Hello.
You need to take time out for you. I know that you're busy. I get that, but you have to start balancing your days better. Like, you have to balance your days better. It's like, okay, rather than working 100 hours a day, let's say, let's cut that down to maybe 60%. And you have to take more time out for you. Like, regardless if you're just sitting back watching a movie or going for a walk or whatever it is, because you're on overdrive for so long. Your body's like, holy smokes, we got to calm it down here. We got to take some time out, right? So your body is talking to you to slow down.
I totally agree. I think 60 hours a day, that is much better.
See? But you know what I'm saying? You have to start listening to your body, because there's so much cosmic energy. That's why I do weekly cosmic videos on my YouTube. Right? Because the energy changes every single day. The more sensitive you are, the more it's going to affect you as well. That's why I'm doing those videos. So people will be like, that's why I'm feeling like that. Right?
Yeah.
So
what is your email address also, where people can reach you?
It's better to send it through my website, because if somebody sent it to Hotmail or it's going to get lost. Jeni at soulworkwithjeni.com.
It's good.
Because then I get my emails automatically through my website. There's different, like, send an email or fill out this form and send an email and stuff like that.
Yes,
Yeah, that's the best bet.
Okay. Jeni, thank you so much. The hour went, whew.
I know. I always love talking to you guys. Like,
well, you have to come back again.
Oh, just tell me when. Just tell me when. I just love you guys. You guys are so awesome. So awesome. And I'm so grateful for you.
We are
and
grateful
spending time here.
Namaste. Augie, want to take us out?
Yeah, we can do that. Oh, yeah, there's that favorite question of my, again, I think I even asked you that possibly last time, but I'm going to ask it again. If the whole world was listening to you right now, what would you tell them?
Show yourself compassion. And you cannot judge anyone. I mean, the number one law of the universe is do not judge. Don't judge yourself. Take it easy on yourself and love yourself unconditionally. That's so important. Don't worry about what other people say. When you love yourself unconditionally, you will automatically start sending out more love energy to the world. Like I meditate like twice a day, sometimes more, on different things, but I always send out unconditional love and healing to the darkness more, because they're the ones in need of love. Because if they were living in their higher frequency with love, none of this destruction would be going on.
Exactly. Yeah. That's so beautiful, Jeni. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for being with us. And let's find another date and have you back.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay.
Much love, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Bye. Happy New Year.